And we are live. What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and we have a little Q&A. I'm going to wait for people to load on the chat because there is no one on the chat like the other one. I apologize in advance for the other one. Something's wrong with my device. Therefore, I sent that fucking device off and getting a new one. Until then, I have to deal with what I got. So, PED, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. You got 3 on the chat. Let's get 3 likes. 4 on the chat. Let's get 3 more likes. And Piqua, what's going on? Freezing here today. PED, where you at, man? Where in the world are you? Because it's cold where I'm at, and I'm in Austin. So, Lennox Lewis versus Ika Barabucci. Who wins? You know what? I'm going to go with Ika Barabucci on that. A prime Ika Barabucci, I think, would have beat any heavyweight at that time, and that's including Holyfield, David Tua, which he already beat, Chris Bird, which he already beat, Riddick Bowe. I believe Ika Barabucci was that guy that would have shocked and upset a lot of people. Lisa Bales, counterpunch to you. I'm in South Africa. Love your channel. Keep it real, man. Mpikwa, thank you very much. Thank you for your support. Toby Barley, PED from Scotland. Wow. Counterpunch to you. LaRon 9817. What's going on, everyone? It's going to be a kind of a short one because I have, had a long day. But I just wanted to do this Q&A with you guys because I remember putting up a question in the community, and I try to, go by and answer any questions, and answers about this, that particular post. And really, let's look at those for a minute. Now, before I get started with the, who do you think can beat Ika Barabucci? Shit, everyone now, because he ain't fought forever. I think he's actually 45. But I just dropped my last video about that of the night, PED. I think it's absolutely brilliant, and in the morning I got another video to drop after that from this other video. Videos give birth to other videos. Richard Lawson, counterpunch to you, Kurt, and Joshua Ruiz 2 was far better fight than Wlad Fury. Richard Lawson, I'm glad you mentioned that, because this is what this video is about. What fight was more impressive? Vladimir Klitschko versus Tyson Fury, or Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz 2? Okay. Now, I didn't say 1, and actually I should have renamed that, because that's Joshua Ruiz 2, not the first one, because everybody know the first fight ended in a TKO, which was way more exciting. However, what was more respected was the second fight. Respect for Anthony Joshua anyway, because he was the one that changed the tide, changed his whole game plan and strategy and fighting style around, adapted and overcame and prevailed. So it was very impressive. And what differentiated those two fights was Tyson Fury kept Klitschko at bay, and his style made Klitschko really apprehensive. Okay, so he really didn't do a lot due to the herky-jerky style of Fury, and Fury upset him by making it a very, very boring fight. He slowed down the pace of that fight, which you would think that would favor Vladimir, but it actually favored Fury, because Fury, his quicker shots, together, And then in between, then use the ring accordingly. And that's exactly what he did. Okay. And basically, he did to Klitschko what Klitschko does to other people, and really to go through the votes. First of all, I want to appreciate everybody that's voting. The Bane 1986 counterpunch to you, top of the morning. Kaki Ottos, it's morning here. Please do the Tyson Fury force impression.
Cocky idols. Of course I'll do the impression for you. I'm the Gypsy King. You don't remember? I'm bringing AJ into this thing. We're going to beat the big Dulce Deontay. It's Brits forever, UK. All the way.
Kurt, who you think is going to win between Harrison and Charlo? I think Harrison wins if he increases his punch output because he looked a bit faster than Charlo. And Piqua, I think he should do exactly what he did last time. If he tries to up the punch output, he can get himself caught because Jermell is coming very, very much aggressive, more aggressive in this fight. So the more punches he does is probably the worst thing he could do, especially if Jermell has the power to hurt him. A disciplined Ruiz is a problem for any fighter. Radar from LA. I'm pretty sure he is, but it's up to him at the end of the day. Guitars for you. What's up, peoples? What's up to you? Guitars for you. Was a better fight to watch. Wlad versus Fury, easy. Okay, we got ABZ UK. Okay, ABZ UK. Why do you think that was a more impressive fight? A more impressive fight. Fury ended 10-year reign, so I'd say Joshua's improvements was really good. Muhammad Ali versus Ika Barabuchi, who wins? I'm not sure. I would want to go with Muhammad Ali in his prime, but Ika Barabuchi is that guy that I love the approach he approached with Chris Bird, because Chris Bird was a guy, he was a shorter heavyweight, but he was very quick, very sharp, very accurate, very elusive. And he had the perfect name, Chris Bird, because he fought like a kind of a rooster or something. He was hard to hit, and he was quick. And Ika Barabuchi treated that like he didn't fight him any particular way. He fought him off instinct. Okay. And that's how you got to fight him. He did not box Chris Bird. He fought Chris Bird. That's how you do someone that boxes. If you got a really good boxer and you're trying to box with a boxer, that's like hooking with a hooker. That's stupid. That's the wrong game plan. You're doing what they want you to do. You don't do what they want you to do. You do what you need to do to win. And that's exactly what Ika Barabuchi did. Presto Uno, counterpunch to you from Dubai. Oh, Presto Uno, counterpunch to you, brother. Wlad versus Fury by far. Wlad has better skills, 10 years a champ. Okay. I am very happy AJ is helping Fury. Otto Weiland versus Ortiz. I would do that. Davey L or David I. Salute, bro. Salute back to you. Loke Dog, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Mala 2243. I preferred AJ Ruiz fight. AJ was landing clean, hard power punches, fast and impressive than you saw in the Wlad Fury fight. That is true. I think Fury was just pop shotting. He had already got into Klitschko's head, but he knew not to piss off Klitschko to that magnitude. So I think he kept it simple. He said himself today, he said, I would rather stink out the place and win than to lose in an exciting fight. Okay. And the poll is up. And thank you all you guys that voted, if you voted. But for 4,500 votes, we have Vladimir versus Fury at 27% and Anthony Josh versus Andy Ruiz 2 at 73%. And this is out of 4,500 votes. So that should tell you what the people has spoken, about this. Dundada, good morning from Czech Republic. Good morning to you. Ortiz versus Provectin. Philip Carl Roberts, that's a good fight. Counterpunch to you from Africa, Ghana. You're the best boxing analyst. You always say it as it goes. God bless you. God bless you. Cesaro's two-time. AJ's win was more impressive, and for reasons. What AJ has already done in his career, overcoming all critics, massive fight in Saudi, more punches from AJ alone than both Vlad and Fury put together. Oh wow, now, that's something I didn't put together. Good counterpunch. Cesaro's two-time. If you guys didn't see the check hooks Fury landed versus Vlad, I don't know what you guys were watching, but credit to AJ for his performance by Andy. Good morning from Devon, UK. Altan Ozdemir. Counterpunch to you. Lee Turton. Morning, Kurt. Big up. 2 times. Larry Holmes versus Riddick Bowe. Who do you got? I got Larry Holmes. AJ Ron Fury wasn't landing with the power AJ was. No, because he's a more powerful puncher. Vlad versus Wilder. You know, Vlad versus Wilder is a fight that was ignored. It was a fight that was prohibited. So, I mean, for fantasy reasons, I would say Vlad because of what Vlad did, you know, and was able to do to someone less experienced like Deontay Wilder. So he knew exactly what to do with him. He knew how to fight him. You know, that strong jab, popped it in his face, set him up with a right hand, probably a left hook. You know, he probably jabbed him a couple times and pulled him inward just to take juice out of his back and his neck. You know, you jab someone and you grip them forward. You grip the back of that neck right here. You got a lot of nerves back here, you know. Lad would decapitate Wilder in his prime. Oh, of course. You know, that's that. You know, Fury said save the heavyweight division that night in Germany. Jedi Master, yes he did. The Eastern Assassin. But that was pretty much, I think AJ made more of an impact on Andy Ruiz than Vlad. I think Vlad, both fighters were frustrated though. They were both frustrated fighters. Klitschko just didn't know what the hell to do. Andy was tired of Joshua doing the same thing that he was doing, and he couldn't find a way to cut off that damn ring. Because maybe he didn't have the stamina, he just wasn't in shape enough, he couldn't do it. You know, but I mean, he still tried. Again, this is 2 different fights, but to counterpunch this guy's, Wilder has a good chin, or he just hasn't fought powerful punches. Ortiz caught him in the first fight and needed to be saved by the bell guy. Piqua, I think he just hasn't been in there with power punchers. I think probably the most seasoned puncher he's been in there with is Ortiz. And Ortiz is old, and he's not known for just huge power. He can hurt you, and King Kong will get you. You know, but if you look at it, those are a lot of those punches. He will catch you as a good uppercut. He dropped Brian Jennings. That Kanzanu guy, he hit him with a straight left and folded him over. Same for Kaufman, right? He has decent power, but at what level? That's the question you ask yourself, people. At what level? Yes, he hurt Deontay Wilder. Does Deontay Wilder, is he chinny? He's not really known to be chinny, but he's been rocked. He's been hurt. He's been dropped before, people. It ain't like he's this non-movable force. No, he's flimsy. He goes with the motion. He goes with the flow of things. So, but I think they haven't honestly put him in there with punchers. Let's just be real. I have no idea, JC20. Wilder is stupid for not taking the Vlad fight. Fury and AJ, and now they are bigger names than Wilder. Loke Dog, you're absolutely right. I don't know what else to tell you. Forget IFL TV, Blue Blood, or any other. This man is true, real. Chris Serrano, thank you, brother. Appreciate your support. You know, from IFL TV, that's mean a lot because they do a lot over there. They do a lot of interviews, interview a lot of people, a lot of boxers. You watching Daniel Dubois next fight, next generation? I am. Kurt, if AJ spars with Fury, do you think it's a boycott against Wilder? No, I just think they need to get Wilder out of there, and then since Tyson Fury has the opportunity to get him out of there, Joshua's going to help him get him out of there so they can get each other out of there by when they fight. You know what I mean? I think that's what needs to happen. And then understand something. If Fury fights Joshua and Joshua loses to Fury, they're going to fight again. And then if Joshua beats Fury, that's 1-1, and Fury has a big enough name, so they're going to fight again. So, yes, those guys could be caught up fighting each other for the longest, along with all the belts. You see what I'm saying? If all the belts are involved, if Tyson Fury can beat Deontay Wilder, then they will have all the belts. So they will have these guys with rematch clauses that probably push back to the early 2000 or mid 2021. Okay, so it is what it is. Alexander Niesick, good morning from Germany. Alexander, good morning to you. Counter punch to you. Adrari Pinat. At the rate AJ is improving, I don't see anyone beating him anytime soon. Yeah, he's a force. He could be a force in the division, and now we don't know what he's going to come in and how he's going to come in. Is he going to come in the boxer or is he going to come in the warrior, the beast? Kurt, do you think Fury will now push the message that Wilder is ducking AJ after today's vids? Jamie Burns, what comes around goes around, and I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. Jamie, absolutely. Jedi Master, is there much money to be made doing YouTube boxing news? I'm just curious. I don't do it for the money. I do it for the sport, the passion for it. I love doing them. Like it would be for me, getting paid for something that you do is a reverence, but if something that you love to do, it's not work at all. And it's okay. It's nothing to write home about. It depends on what you do and what your content, what your numbers. It depends on a lot of different things. So that's a really loaded question. But yes, you have guys like Logan Paul and KSI and many other celebrities that they have millions of subscribers or hundreds and hundreds of thousands of subscribers. And, that's great. That's really good, especially if you can create content like that and they actually enjoy it. So Joshua still has a lot to work on. Yes, he does, Philip. Because he's a young chap. I got a feeling if Fury wins, there would not be an immediate third fight. He might go straight for undisputed, and AJ can pay step aside to the Mandos. Zaro's 2-time. That could happen. That could really happen. Why not? Wilder will only be a puncher's chance. Well, Yawoli, he always has a puncher's chance. You like to say Wilder was there for Fury to make a comeback, and if you remember, Fury got knocked back. You Wyatt and AJ to go the Wilder route. Not big enough to fit Fury versus AJ. People here in India know who Fury is, and AJ is people we watch cricket and WWE. Super Pig, what's up, player? What's going on to you? Kurt, what about the Wilder still fighting with metal rods in his hand? Unfair advantage. Man, that's no telling, that's probably why he hit so hard. Who knows? I want to see Ortiz versus Povetkin before they retire. Me too. That's if they ever retire. Look at Manny Pacquiao. Should be pound for pound number one. You see what I mean? Alexander Niesick, you make a great channel, Kurt. Thank you very much. Man, Kurt is real. No paid, man. No, I don't. Why the fuck you don't pay me? Nobody's going to pay me to speak my mind. It's just stupid. You know what I mean? What's a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? You know what I'm saying? I believe AJ is going to fight Usyk first. Then that's why he's offered to spar Fury. That is smart. Stone Neil Anthony, I can dig that because they were both quick guys. Every so often, Tyson Fury switch hits. Every so often, not a lot though. He did it a lot in the Wylene fight. He was trying to buy time and confuse Wylene. Besides Wylene going in there and decapitating his ass due to that cut, you know. Kurt and Bruce Vane would be a great boxing podcast. I wouldn't deny it because like people don't agree on everything. So, we could have a podcast that we just speak our minds. It would be very boring if everybody thought the same fucking way though, wouldn't it? Like we have different views in certain things, but it is what it is. But I respect people's opinion, you know. What's your real name, Counterpunch? I love your channel. Michael Pari. It's Kurt DeVille. Yeah, it's funny. Kurt, who is your top 3 favorite fighters now, all the divisions? Oh, lost one. Oh, man, that's loaded. That's a loaded question. I was fans of Johnny Tapia. Sugar Shane Mosley at lightweight, one of the best ever. Joe Louis, Jack Johnson, Marvelous Marvin Hagler, Roy Jones Jr., who else was badass back then? Ike Barabucci, he's another one. Julian Jackson, yeah, he's a hell of a fighter. He was a hell of a fighter. I was really big fans of Mickey Ward back in the day. Mickey Ward just did it because he didn't win every fight, but he showed you what a real fight it was and a real fighter was. It's the drying shit. My fault, God of War. But don't worry, I only got 2 more minutes on the chat, because I'm about to pass out. Been working 16 hours, so, dude, I just wanted to do get this Q&A over to you, Yeah, it may go to the zone, double SB. We just got to believe that when we see it because we don't know his contract with Al Heyman, Nigel Benn, Rocky Marciano, Hearns and all. Hearns was awesome. I like Rocky Marciano not because of his record, it's because of the type of person he was, the fighters that he fought. He did go through adversity. He was dropped by Jersey Joe and the old Mongoose, so Archie Moore. So he had to come back and win those fights, Yeah, Todd Nelson. That probably will be probably one of the videos that I do tomorrow, and see what Wilder's response is about this whole debacle. I cannot wait. And on that, guys, I want you guys to stay tuned for the next video. I'm about to crash. I appreciate everybody coming on the live chat for a little bit. But I cannot wait. And as soon as I get the reaction from Deontay Wilder, I will do a video counterpunching it, and it'll be right to you guys. So you guys tell me what you think about the Anthony Joshua fight being 73% more in a vote of 4,500 votes than Vladimir Klitschko versus Tyson Fury, which was at 27%. Okay? Chris Serrano, Alexander Nisik, Jedi Master, Sean Peterson, Ronnie Fraud. You haven't missed it all, but you could always go back there, Ronnie Fraud, and I appreciate your text and I mean your inbox or whatnot. But all you guys been counterpunched. Of course, go to the community, leave a comment below, please subscribe, and you guys have a good night. Peace.